What up, y'all? So the ASAPRocky trial is officially underway. Right now, they're going through day 1 of jury selection, and let's get into what transpired. All right, so before we dig into what happened today, if you want to hear the full backstory of how this incident took place, there's a video on my page. You can check it out to get all the full details. All in all, ASAPRocky and ASAPRelly were friends who met up to argue, and ASAPRelly is saying ASAPRocky pulled out a weapon and fired at him. So originally, I thought ASAPRocky was cooked because his lawyer's defense was, hey, a shooting never took place at all. Well, we clearly see there's a weapon in his hand. We clearly see this is ASAPRocky, and we have audio from nearby of 2 gunshot sound. But now his lawyer is saying, hey, it was a weapon, but it was just a cap gun or starter gun. So a starter gun is sometimes used in races. No real bullets, just makes a bang. All right, so that completely changes the landscape somewhat because his friend and his tour manager is going to get on the stand and testify and say, yes, sometimes he does carry a starter gun for protection. Now, do I believe this? No. We all know what the saying is. Don't pull out no gun unless you're prepared to use it because somebody can get harmed. So I don't believe that a grown black man is walking around with a starter gun and actually pulling it out on people. But hey, if his lawyer tells the story well enough, this may actually fly. All you got to do is put a little doubt in one of the jurors' mind and hey, he might be free. Also, the police never found the shell casings from the shooting, and the victim allegedly went back to the scene and found the casing. So ASAP's lawyer is going to say this is all fake. There was never a shooting. The gunshots that you do hear come from this cap gun. So they plan to say that ASAPRelly was the aggressor, and ASAP was essentially there just trying to defend himself with this cap gun to scare him off. Now, self-defense was always what I said his defense should have been, but then he would have had to explain, okay, is the gun registered? Where's the weapon at? Etc., etc. Now, prosecution team is pretty mad because this starter gun defense was not disclosed to them. So how it works in court cases, both the prosecutor and the defense have to kind of lay out their case so it's not all these random, unexpected surprises like they do on TV. So the prosecution was pretty mad that ASAP's lawyer just sprang this on them today because their original defense was a shooting never took place at all. So now the prosecution has to go back to the drawing boards and figure out how to rework their case. The prosecution essentially was trying to get the judge to ban ASAP's friend and manager from testifying, saying that this was a starter gun because this was never disclosed to the prosecution. The judge said, hey, I'm going to allow them to speak. I'm not going to strike them from being able to testify. The judge also wanted to know, hey, is Rihanna coming to the trial so they can prepare and have security measures set up? ASAP's lawyer said, hey, she might come, but it won't be every day. The judge also asked, was there a plea deal in place? So essentially, ASAP was offered 6 months in jail, 3 years probation, and a 7-year suspended prison sentence for his plea deal. Essentially, he could have took this offer. He would have been sent to jail for about 6 months, but he probably would have only done about 2 to 3 months. Now, the downside on taking this plea deal is it does label him a felon, which can affect his career, and he would be on probation for an extended period of time. On the flip side, if he's convicted, the prosecution is saying they're asking for a minimum of 10 years. ASAP's lawyer also took issue with there not being a lot of African-American prospects on the jury. The judge pretty much stated, how can you look at somebody and determine if they're African-American or not? And hey, I kind of agree. In 2025, you never really know. There's a lot of people, especially in California, that can pass. Hey, they might look one way, but they may actually be something else. But I do agree with ASAP's lawyer. You want to make sure there's a jury of his peers there. But black folks, hey, we got to do better. We got to stop dodging jury duty. I know it sucks, it's boring, but we could end up helping somebody out by being on the jury. So as it stands today, we probably won't get opening statements until the end of this week. I don't know if they're going to be working on Fridays. They're still trying to narrow the jury pool down. So the case should officially be underway either Friday or Monday. And we're hearing that it may also be televised and streamed as well. But based off of what we went through today, do you think this starter cap gun defense is going to work in ASAP's favor? Leave your comments below. Thanks for hanging out with me. Peace.